What's up, guys? It's me, Division Leader Dynamic 2839, and today I'm bringing you Episode 7 of Season 2 of BoSS Gaming Network.
Okay, now there's a few games I want to do today. This is not like a BoSS exclusive, what we did in the last episode. BoSS exclusive is cool, it's fun, I like that. It gives me a chance to actually think about and delve into other consoles that I don't really spend much time playing like I used to. I spend most of my time on PlayStation nowadays, but I do miss the Xbox, I do miss the Nintendo, I don't play them as much as I should. My Xbox is literally put up in my closet, I don't even have it hooked up. Like, most of the games I'm playing right now are on my PS4, so that's what I play with. Now, the game I do want to talk about right now, to start off this episode of BoSS Gaming Network, that will be Dragon Quest VIII.
Cursed by the dark sorcerer Dol Magus, the once peaceful kingdom of Trodain is plagued with chaos. The royal castle has fallen, and all but a small band of refugees lie in a vegetative state. King Trode survived, but the curse transformed him and his daughter, Princess Medea, into a monster and horse. With hope dwindling, the last member of the royal guard must rise up and become what the world needs most: a hero. Growing up in Trodain Castle, the hero knows little of the world beyond its gates. And now he must embark on a journey into the unknown, to take back what was lost, and to lift the curse forever. Luckily, he won't be alone in his quest. His mousy companion of many years is always with him. Munchie, as he is known, is quite the helper, and for a ration of cheese, a boon in battle. A well-rounded combatant, the hero is proficient with swords, spears, and boomerangs. He's also adept at healing and support magic. That said, like any hero, his most important attribute is courage. The courage ability affords him a range of unique skills. Fizzle can prevent all enemies from using magic. Tingle cures the whole party of sleep and paralysis. And Kamikaze deals a massive amount of damage at the cost of his health. Indeed, the hero puts his quest even before his own life.
Now, Dragon Quest VIII was awesome. I believe I first played this game on PS2, on the PlayStation 2. And if you don't know, PlayStation 2 was one of the best consoles ever released, and it had a lot of games. A whole lot of games with different genres. It was a really cool console altogether. Incredible console, actually. But Dragon Quest VIII was a very cool game. It was a beautiful game. They designed it very nicely. The developers for Dragon Quest VIII actually are the same developers who created Final Fantasy. Square Enix. Square Enix were the developers for Dragon Quest VIII. And Dragon Quest VIII was awesome. I mean, there was times where I was playing the game, and it seemed like they were talking a little bit too much, but it was worth it, because when you got into the battle scenes, the battle sequences were awesome, the characters were cool, everyone had their own personality, you can eventually unlock special attacks that became really iconic for the characters. Now, the game was very long. It wasn't a short game, it wasn't an RPG, I will say that. It was a role-playing game. It was sort of open. I guess it was open world. It was open world. You could do certain things ahead of time. You didn't have to follow it directly. Even though there's a main quest you have to follow, there's still a side quest you could do and such like that. And you can unlock secret, doors and weapons and all that stuff. So Dragon Quest VIII was awesome.
You watch.
You can leave me out of this, thank you. What brings you here?
Grandad, where'd you spring from? Cool, blimey!
It is time we brought this little show to an end. Now, taste my true power.
Voila! Le pouf pouf.
Cool, blimey!
Now, the cool thing I liked about Dragon Quest VIII, and I didn't even know this when I first played it, but something about it looked familiar. So then I went and looked, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. The people who created the characters, or designed or drew the characters for Dragon Quest VIII, was the same person who created Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm looking at the characters of Dragon Quest, and I'm like, man, this main character sure does look like Goku. I'm like, wow, Come to find out, it's the same artist, Akira Toriyama. Akira Toriyama is the guy who does the artwork for all the Dragon Ball series and such like that. So he also did the artwork for this game, Dragon Quest VIII. So Dragon Quest has been out for a very long time. I remember Dragon Quest first came out, back on Super Nintendo. I remember Dragon Quest. And I played it back then in the 90s, and the game was awesome then. It's still awesome now. They even brought out a new one, I think, recently, maybe like a few months ago, maybe about 6 months ago. A new Dragon Quest came out, and I haven't got my hands on it yet, but the trailer looks awesome. I mean, the gameplay looks like phenomenal. I want to definitely try it out. But yeah, so Dragon Quest VIII was a really interesting game. You can build your party as you go through the storyline. You don't have to have people join if you don't want to. But there's like a main team of like 5 characters. It's a really fun game. I like it a lot.
Don't often see your face round these parts anymore, Yangus. So, what brings you here? Wait up! I'll come with ya.
You what?
You know me. I've got a nose for treasure, and I reckon you lot stink of it.
Now, the thing is that you will go through the game trying to figure out the puzzles. They have a lot of puzzles, a lot of dungeon crawling, going through dungeons and trying to figure out how to get out or get the special item that's inside. Boss battles are fun. Like I said, you can learn new abilities and you can gain new equipment and everything like that. Yeah, one thing about it though, the clothes that the characters wear stay the same throughout the entire game. So you can't like change armor like, in The Witcher 3. In The Witcher 3, you can just change armor. You can actually see your character change armor. He puts that armor on. You know what I mean? So it's like you're actually dressing the character in what you want him to have, whether it be a battle axe or you want him to have a sword. That's how Witcher 3 is. They try to make it as realistic as possible. But yeah, the Dragon Quest VIII is still fun. It's fun just on a whole, just on an RPG level, just like going around exploring and following through with a good fantasy game. So Square Enix, did a great job with it. Akira Toriyama also with the character design. And it's not a short game. It's a very long and depth. You get your money's worth while playing this RPG. It's really good. I like it. It's a very fun game. I also have it on Android. So you can get the game on Android as well. Dragon Quest VIII, definitely worth it. I think it's like $20 though. Now, I think it's kind of expensive for an Android game, personally. But I mean, it's $19.99, I believe, on Play Store, and I think it's on the iOS as well too, the iPhone. So yeah, Dragon Quest VIII. If I wanted to give Dragon Quest VIII a rating, I would give it a 9.5. I want to give it a 9.5 because the character design, the story, the plot, the The colors, the graphics are really nice, smooth, clean cut. It's a nice mixture of 3D and 2D. The characters are more like 2D, the environments are like 3D. So it's a nice play out, nice smooth run game, very interesting. It's easy on the eyes. Not like, how Dark Souls would be. You look at Dark Souls, it's like, oh man, what am I going to see next? You're nervous, you might see something grotesque, But in this game, it's very easy on the eyes. Even the monsters, you kind of laugh at them. They're kind of funny sometimes when you fight them and such like that. There's a lot of jokes in the game, a lot of puns and such like that. So 9.5 Dragon Quest VIII. Boss rating. Okay, so our next game is a game that I would say is legendary for racing. This is a racing game. And a lot of people probably remember this. A lot of the older generation of gamers will probably remember this game. This game was on PlayStation 1. It was called Wipeout.
PlayStation.
Okay, now Wipeout was an incredible game. Wipeout was about you taking futuristic cars that could hover, over the ground. They didn't have wheels. They were like triangular-shaped hover vehicles. And basically you would race on these roads that will wind and spin. They go upward, kind of like a roller coaster, but they were roads. And you had to basically race on these roads against other players who had hover vehicles as well. And the game was just a basic futuristic racing game where you would basically have to not basically mess up. You have to follow the path, and it's very fast and very, up and down, left, right. You're doing really hard, sharp turns. You ride over boosts. Your car is going through areas, boosting. At some point, you're going super fast. You can't really see what's in front of you. Anyway, the game was phenomenal. I played the game back on PS1. I think I was probably 13 years old when I played the game. It was a really fun game. Wipeout had to be one of the best. Even now, people still think it's one of the best racing games that has ever been created in history. Wipeout's awesome. It's now on PlayStation 3, it's on PlayStation 1, obviously. I think you can get it on the tablet as well, too. The Android and iOS. And Windows. I believe it's on Windows as well, too. But very unique racing game.
PS4 for the players.
I think a lot of people probably will never forget that game. The development team was called Psygnosis, and Psygnosis has been out for a very long time. And Psygnosis is a very interesting company. They've been around for a long time. They've been out since 1984. So Wipeout was one of their basically hit games. When Wipeout came out, everyone's like, yes, this game was just that awesome when they were released. Wipeout is fun. I still love it to this day. If I ever get Wipeout again, I'll probably get it on like a tablet or Android phone. I don't think I would actually like buy it straight out because the game is like literally it's like 30 years old. But it was still ahead of its time. The graphics were astounding, and the graphics are still astounding. You look at it now, and it's just like, wow, that was on PlayStation 1. Like, and you look at the graphics nowadays, we're doing like type of graphics that are like on movie level status now. I mean, like back then on PS1, I mean, games weren't really like, they weren't really ahead of movies yet. But now I think games are pretty much ahead of movies. If you look at PS4 games and Xbox One games, like they're ahead of like some movies out here nowadays. Yeah, it was a good game, good racing game, one of my favorite racing games ever released in history. Yeah, Wipeout. If I had to get Wipeout a rating, give Wipeout a rating of 8.5. And I think 8.5 is good. 8.5 is good for Wipeout, seeing that how the game is like 30 years old, and it still holds its weight. It's still holding it down. People still think about this game and still think like, man, that game was so cool, it was so awesome. The vehicle design, the level design, you get a real vibe when you play the game like you're in the future. Like when you play Wipeout, it's like, yeah, you're actually in that time frame. It's like you're trying to control this vehicle that's hovering, you gotta stabilize it, you gotta try and keep it steady while moving at these super high speeds and cutting corners, and you got your friends next to you, they're trying to race and get in front of you, and you're crashing into each other and bumping off each other, and it's a really cool game. So 8.5, good rating, awesome rating, yeah, for Wipeout. PlayStation 1, 3, iOS and Windows and Android, definitely. Wipeout, 8.5, boss rating. Okay. So, our next game. This is a game that I want to say was a game changer for me. Now, if you ever heard of a game called Gundam, you ever heard of a show called Gundam, or have you ever seen anything like Power Rangers, anything with mechs? If you know what a mech is like those big robots that the people go inside, and then they control the mech, and the mech is like fighting for them, It's like using a sword, it's like, and the person's inside controlling it with buttons and a joystick, and the big robot's fighting. That's called a mech. So, Japan is huge on mechs. They're huge on mech games. I looked on the internet the other day, and actually saw they created a statue of a Gundam mech. And it was Mobile Suit Gundam, it was a show that came on TV. This statue stands about maybe 100 feet tall, maybe even taller. It's in the middle of like a square, of a town square. And I'm just like, what? And people just gather around the statue like every day in Japan and just take pictures. So it's just crazy. I'm like, this thing is almost as big as Godzilla. I was shocked when I saw that. I was like, man, yeah, but Japan is crazy about mechs. Anything like mech suits with big robots and people jump inside and they use it to fly and fight. All that stuff, they love that type of stuff. But anyway, the game I'm talking about is called Zone of Enders. Now, Zone of the Enders was, like I said, a game changer for me. I didn't really play mech games too much back when I was young. I mean, I came across like a lot of the shooters like Darius. I played a lot of those, and that was a fun game. Like the games where it's a side scroller. You're like with the little spaceship and you're shooting, and you're just like going straight forward and shooting. I was playing games like that, but I mean like not actually like mech games where you get inside the mech and fight. So Zone of the Enders was like one of my first real mech games that I played in console. This was on PlayStation 2, I believe. I believe Zone of the Enders was on PS2. And it was a really interesting game. Like, I mean, I was kind of shocked by how good it was. I mean, everything is, all the cutscenes, the story is played out through anime sequences, but the gameplay is done through full 3D. And the 3D is so sharp, it's so smooth. Awesome storyline. Basically the humans have learned to colonize planets, and basically you're at a planet where they're trying to basically take the resources and minerals from it, and you are like a miner. That's who you are when you start the game off. You're not like a badass superhero just yet. You start out as a miner, and at some point, something happens to where your partner gets in trouble. You try and help your partner, and you stumble across an artifact, on this planet, and there's like raiders on the planet too, so they're trying to steal what they can while the miners are there trying to get what they can, and while you're trying to go save your partner, you stumble across an artifact. The artifact starts to talk to you. It starts to talk to you, and you're like, what is this? And it turns out to be a mech. So the mech is alive. So the mech tells you to get inside, because the mech is in trouble too. The mech has been there for, ages. I guess it lost its pilot. So you get out your little miner thing and you jump inside the mech, and basically it's time to get it in. I mean, you go save your partner, and then you try to go save your partner, and then you go on and on and on and on from there. You start meeting bosses, you meet the whole story plot, and everything just plays out, and the graphics are phenomenal. The best thing about Zone of the Enders was the boss battles. The boss battles were crazy. I mean, oh my gosh. You had to know tactics. You had to learn tactics, or you would die from a 1-2 hit kill. Like, the bosses would kill you instantly. Even if you were playing on easy mode, it didn't even matter. Like, you had to know how that boss moved. You had to know his motions and how it attacked. And you had to know what to do whenever it did that attack, and then get your hits in. I mean, sometimes, some bosses, right in the beginning of the game, I think the first boss has an ability to, shoot a volley of, missiles at you. Literally, you're looking at the screen, there's, hundreds of missiles getting shot out the back of this other mech you're facing, and you're just looking at the screen okay, what do I do now? You have to dodge all these missiles. But the thing is, the mech you're in has an ability to, kind of time skip, so he can, dodge, within half of a second. It's really fast. You have to it's a button mashing game. So you're hitting buttons and you're just all over the screen. This game is ridiculous. I would say probably one of the best things about Zone of the Enders was the gameplay. The gameplay was phenomenal. The best thing I remember about Zone of the Enders was the gameplay. That's the main thing I remember about that game.
Zone of the Enders, the second runner. The high-speed 3D mech action game released by Konami Digital Entertainment returns in PlayStation VR for the PlayStation 4. Zone of the Enders, the second runner, Mars. Experience Jefty's superb maneuverability and unique flight mechanics rendered in 4K resolution. There are 3 basic actions: blade, shot, grab. Skillfully utilize 12 sub-weapons, each with different characteristics to gain an advantage in battle. It's now possible to play from the cockpit using PlayStation VR. Switch between perspectives at any time via shared save data. Experience every bit of all-new bonus content in VR. Check out a variety of refined mech designs in the model viewer. Easily rewatch your favorite story sequences in the cinematic theater. Appreciate Jefty with impressive perspective in the hangar. New Pro Mode control setup makes even faster combat possible. Play a revamped Zeratius with a range-type controls. A complete tutorial for newcomers. And a very easy difficulty level for a relaxed play experience. Blast off into a weightless flight experience with all of the fully enhanced content.
A target warship has emerged.
That's no warship. That's an orbital frame.
That depends on the skill of the runner.
Who are you?
Jefty lives, and there Anubis thrives. Zone of the Enders, the second runner, Mars.
If I ever had to, I would say, play Zone of the Enders again, I would hope that they would basically make a multiplayer. I think that's the only thing the game probably was missing, is just a multiplayer. It'd be cool to see one happen. But yeah, the developers for Zone of the Enders was Konami. And Konami has been around for a very long time as well, too. Konami has been around since 1991. Since 1991, Konami has been around, and they've done a lot of games back in the day, too, like on Super Nintendo and such like that as well. Everyone remembers Konami. So, yeah, so I definitely want to go ahead and give Zone of the Enders a rating. And I want to give Zone of the Enders a rating. I want to give it a 9.5. I want to give it a 9.5. I think it deserves it. It was a great game. I loved it a lot. Storyline was awesome. The anime cutscenes, they brought the anime into it. That was awesome. And the gameplay. The gameplay was phenomenal, still phenomenal to this day. Awesome mech game, mech fighting game, all the way from beginning to end, definitely. Alright guys, thanks for joining me, Division Leader, Dynamic2839. I want you to go over to the website, check out the Boss merch, www.bossgaming.net, and our YouTube channel, Boss Gaming Network, and our Twitch, Dynamic2839. And as always, boss up.